So welcome into another episode, Getting Well with Terry and Friends, MLB Trends and Betting Picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. Some good games to talk about today, some spots I really like on the board. But first, we got to take a look back at yesterday. And unfortunately, yesterday was not the best day in baseball or NHL for me. Rough days happen, and yesterday was one of them. I started here with this game. Oswaldo Cabrera didn't even get a hit here. The Yankees lost 2-0 to the Athletics. So a weird start, early afternoon game on a Monday. Next time, I'm just going to stay off because weird things obviously happen. Teams not really used to having that afternoon game on a Monday. And that's what happened here. Trey Turner, over 1.5 bases, fly out, fly out, fly out, fly out, and then a single right at the end of the game. So, fortunately, didn't get his 2 bases. He only got one. So that was a loser. Brian De La Cruz got 1 base. Marcel Ozuna didn't even get a hit. So baseball props were rough yesterday. But Dalton Varsho, he did get a home run in the fifth or sixth inning. So he cashed the 1.5 bases. Thank you, Mr. Varsho, for getting the job done. No thanks to the other 4 players who did not get the job done whatsoever. But yesterday's yesterday, and now we're looking at today. Storage Club says, "Hey Terry, hey Storage Club, hope all is well." Morning, Terry. Morning, you say. My lady's a Cubs fan, and her father is an Astros fan. I'm in for a treat tonight. Yeah, that always fun when you have people in the same household and their teams are going at it. It's going to be awesome. Good day, sir. Good day, Billy. We are going to jump into today's slate and start with the first game here, which is happening around 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Detroit Tigers heading to Tampa Bay. Detroit plus 125 to plus 144. Tampa Bay minus 155 to minus 162. Eights right across the board here in this one. On the mound for Detroit is Kenta Maeda, who is 0-1 in the season in 4 starts, 7.64 ERA. Lasted 2.2 innings in his last start, giving up 7 hits, 5 earned runs, and 2 walks. Did have a pretty good game against Minnesota the game before that. 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks. And then previous to that, a loss against Oakland. 2 hits, 3 earned runs, and 4 walks. So Kenta Maeda has not had the best season so far for Detroit. And on the other side for Tampa Bay is Ryan Pepiot. I'm definitely pronouncing it probably wrong, but he has been very good. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts against the Angels and also in Colorado, where he went 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 11 strikeouts. So absolutely fantastic performance in Colorado. Lost to San Francisco at home and then did very well against the Angels in his last start. 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. So he's been striking a lot of guys out, 27 strikeouts in 22.2 innings. So potentially maybe you could look at his strikeout prop. But we're going with the hottest Tampa Bay Ray player right now, which is Ahmed Rosario, over 1.5 bases, plus 115 here in this game. Rosario, he has a hit in 14 straight games. So he's been super consistent, multiple bases in 8 of his last 10 games. So not just singles, he's getting multiple bases, doubles, multiple hits, that kind of thing. He is 1 for 2 against Kenta Maeda. That 1 hit was a double. So we'll hope that Mr. Rosario can get a double here, triple or home run, and cash us a plus money play here. Plus 115 for Rosario, over 1.5 bases against Kenta Maeda in this one. Let's make some money. That is the plan. That is the plan. Lean, raise, first 5, run line or team total over, but pass. I would like both of those leans to happen. Um, the more runs Tampa Bay scores, the better. Tampa run line or first five run line -1.5. Interesting. Interesting. Terrence. Dot 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 dot. Timothy. Even though Terrence is not my name, but Timothy is yours. So there you go. But we'll move on to the second game here. And yes, we are going to talk about this game again. I know yesterday didn't go well, but I have a different play here in this one. Oakland +175 to +185. The Yankees -202 to -225. Eights pretty much right across the board. It looks like FanDuel has a 7.5 here in this one. Paul Blackburn on the mound for Oakland. He finally gave up some runs in his last start against St. Louis, which of course I went with the first five under instead of taking Oakland first five money line. Blackburn, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and 5 walks. So not a good start for him, yet he recorded the win. 2-0 in his 4 starts this year with a 1.08 ERA. He has been very, very good for Oakland. Um, even getting the win in his last start, where he had his worst start of the season. Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Yankees, 1-1 in 4 starts with a 2.42 ERA. So he's played pretty well also. 2 no decisions against Toronto. And then in the middle of those games, Miami, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, and 4 walks in the loss against the Miami Marlins. And now he looks to face this Oakland Athletics team. And we're taking Oakland Athletics first 5 +0.5 at +110 at FanDuel, which basically we need Oakland to be tied or winning after 5 innings with Blackburn on the mound. Honestly, I feel like this game is going to be tied after 5 innings. So if that's the case, we cash a +110. As long as the Yankees aren't winning when the 5th inning ends, then we cash a +110 play here. I have to back Paul Blackburn with how he has played. And +110 is just a great price for a +0.5 in the first 5. Good day, Terry. Good day, Captain Bry. I hope things are going well. Paul Blackburn day, Oakland first 5 +170. Yeah, Nick's going to go with the bigger plus money, hoping that Oakland is winning, or else he will get a push. No way the Yanks lose 2 in a row, right? Oakland money line +186. Yeah, I have no interest in betting the full game. I'll back Blackburn here. Under 8? I could see that. I could see that. I actually played under 8.5 this morning, -125, and Blackburn over 15.5 pitching outs, +123. I like that one. I like that last one. And I like the under 2. Just don't know what's going to happen later on when the bullpens come in. But we will move on along to our next game here, which I have to bring up on the screen because StreamYard deleted it. I know I'm always blaming StreamYard, but I don't know why. Sometimes they delete some backgrounds. But there we go. Moving on along to our next game here is between the Miami Marlins and Atlanta Braves. Miami +200 to +223. Atlanta -249 to -258. 8.5s right across the board here in this one. These two pitchers just faced each other not too long ago. Trevor Rogers and Max Fried in Miami. And now they're going head to head here in Atlanta. Trevor Rogers recorded the loss against Atlanta. 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. So not a lot of actual earned runs, but a lot of hits. 8 hits in 5 innings. His last few starts, he's actually not giving up that many runs. 2 or 1 earned runs in his last 3 starts, but he has been giving up hits in each start. Has yet to give up a home run this season, but I think that's about to change here. On the other side, we have Max Fried, who has kind of had a up and down start so far to his season. His best start was against this Miami Marlins team. 6.1 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run in that one. For this game, we are taking Travis Deneau over 1.5 bases plus 140 and the home run quarter unit at plus 625 in this one here. Um, Deneau hits lefties very well, and he's got hits in 3 games in a row. He's got multiple bases in 3 games in a row, and he's got a home run in 3 games in a row. He is 6 for 13 against Trevor Rogers, 6 for 13 with 4 doubles and 1 home run. So he's enjoyed facing Trevor Rogers. Deneau smashing the ball right now. I believe he had 3 home runs that one game during this stretch. So he is absolutely on fire. We'll take him here against a pitcher he's had success against. Also in this game, I do like Acuna to get a hit as a parlay piece. He's done in 10 of his last 12 games. Multiple bases only in 7 of his last 12. That's why I'm not pulling the trigger on it as a single play. He's 5 for 11 against Rogers with 2 doubles and a home run. So we could look at him as well here as a parlay piece, but Travis Deneau hitting the ball very well right now and a pretty good price in this one. Braves -1.5, -115. Mets legend Travis Deneau. Yeah, he gets traded and now he's doing great. No, I'm kidding. We are 17-7 plus 11.82 units. Betting against the Marlins this season, not changing now. Atlanta run line -112. Best of luck. Best of luck. And Painter Life saying that Paul Blackburn is going to get rocked. Well, I certainly hope that's not the case. But I could see the Yankees offense heating up here a bit after yesterday's game. But then again, I don't trust them. I'll trust Paul Blackburn here. He's pitched very well this season. Moving on along to our next game, Houston Astros, Chicago Cubs. Houston -109 to -120. The Cubs plus or -105 to +103. Tens. There's a 10.5 available here in this one. Obviously, weather is a huge factor here in Chicago with the Cubs. So when you see the total here this high, that's telling you that obviously there's 2 pitchers on the mound that are not doing too well, but also that'll tell you that the weather is on our side here if you like runs in this game. JP France, no decision in his last game against Atlanta. Back-to-back losses against Texas before that. He's had a rough season so far. 0-2 in 4 starts with a 7.08 ERA, 16 earned runs in 20 innings, 26 hits during that stretch. Back-to-back games, he's given up at least 1 home run, 3 home runs total. So he is having a rough go so far this season. On the other side, Jordan Wicks, he's basically just going 4 innings in all 4 starts. He's gone around 4 innings, and he's given up around 2 to 4 earned runs. He's giving up 5 to 6 hits. He's been pretty consistent, 5 to 7 strikeouts. So you basically know what you're going to get from him, and that's basically 4 innings, and he's going to give up a couple runs. So I want to take the Cubs here, plus money at home against this Houston Astros team, which is just having an awful time right now. An awful start to the season. And main reason that they're having struggles is because they're not getting good pitching throughout most of their pitchers. Surprise, surprise, we're going with Michael Busch. Over 1.5 bases, plus 140. Obviously, being a lefty, he hits righties very well. And he has a righty on the mound here in JP France who is struggling. So we'll go with Michael Busch here to get 2 bases in this game at plus 140, which I believe I got on FanDuel at plus 140. So shop around and try to get the best price. But we'll back Michael Busch here to get double, triple home run or 2 singles here in this game. Let me guess, Bush. Yes, maybe I'm a little bit predictable, but hey, he's facing a righty. He smashes righties. Obviously, the total at 10.5 is telling me that there's probably going to be quite a few runs in this game. So we'll take Michael Bush here to get two bases in this game. Moving on along to the final game, which has my favorite play of the day. My favorite play of the day yesterday was in the NHL, and one of the few plays yesterday that cashed. So I've been doing pretty good with my favorite plays of the day. See if we can keep it going here. And this one, Baltimore Orioles -154 to -162. The LA Angels +130 to +141, 8.5, right across the board here in this one. I was looking at Baltimore yesterday, but ultimately stayed off. Did not want to fade Reed Detmers, who has just been lights out this season. And he was also very, very good in his start against the Baltimore Orioles earlier this year. So I stayed off there, but um, Baltimore was able to get some runs, 4 earned runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, and 2 home runs against Detmers in 7 innings pitched. This Baltimore Orioles team um, is no fluke. So, as much as I wanted last year, obviously as a Blue Jays fan, questioning their pitching, obviously they outperformed everyone's expectations. Now we were waiting to see this year if they're a 1 year wonder, and they're not. This Baltimore Orioles team is for real. On the mound today, they have Grayson Rodriguez, who is 3-0 in 4 starts. He's given up 2 earned runs in 3 starts in a row. 4 to 6 hits, 2 to 3 walks, 5 to 7 strikeouts. So he's been pretty consistent for the Baltimore Orioles. And on the other side is Griffin Canning. And gotta wonder how long Griffin Canning is going to be pitching. Um, if he continues on the way he has this year. Um, he's had some rough starts. His most recent start against Tampa Bay was his best start yet, though. 5.1 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 4 strikeouts. So previous to that, 6 earned runs, 4 earned runs when he faced this Baltimore Orioles team earlier on in the first start of the season. 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 home run in 5 innings. Griffin Canning just not pitching well this season. Um, and looking at how these Baltimore Oriole players do against him, it's not good. It's not good if you're an Angels fan here in this one. We're going with Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 bases -120, my favorite play of the day, and also his home run prop +300. Anthony Santander over 1.5 bases +100. Why are we doing this? Well, Gunnar Henderson, he's got a hit in 11 of his last 13 games. He's got multiple bases in 7 of his last 8. He's been very consistent. He's got a home run in 3 of his last 7 games. He is 4 for 6 against Canning, 1 triple, 1 home run. So Henderson is just the guy right now for the Orioles. And he just so happens to be uh, have a good history here against Canning. So we'll take him. Anthony Santander, has a hit in 5 of his last 6 games, multiple bases also in 5 of his last 6 games. He's 3 for 9 against Canning with 2 doubles. So we'll take Santander. We'll take Henderson. Mountcastle's 3 for 6 with 2 doubles against Canning. Rutschman's 2 for 6 with a double against Canning. So there are other guys that are playing very well right now. Colton Cowser has yet to face Canning, but Cowser, multiple bases in 6 of his last 10 games, a home run in 5 of his last 10. So there are other players you could look at here, but I think the best 2 to go with are Gunnar Henderson and Anthony Santander to hit Griffin Canning here in this game. Cubs money line in the last game. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Orioles minus 124. And Tim has been betting the Orioles money line every game. So far, the money line is 15-7, up 5.45 units. And the run line 14-8, up 11.05 units. So guess what Tim's doing? Money line and run line again. And normally I would say it's not good to blindly bet something. But when you've got numbers like this, I can't say shit. So no comments except great job, Tim. Keep it up. Baltimore run line or Texas money line. What do you think about? When it comes to those two, I would go with Baltimore run line. Um, I would go with Baltimore run line here, as Tim just put the numbers out there. They do speak for themselves. And then with Texas here, Gilbert against Dunning. I don't have a play there in that one. I think it's a very close game. Um, Texas is the better team, but they haven't necessarily been showing it this year so far. So ultimately, I would go with Baltimore run line out of those two. But that is it. That is today's show. I have one premium play up on the site today, which is available. Picksandparlays.net in the description below. Lots of hockey plays. I absolutely love this hockey slate. Did well in game ones in this slate. Of course, it was on Sunday when I didn't do a show, but if you cash with me in the spreadsheet, we did very well on the game ones of the games that are playing today. And we'll talk about game twos here in about 5 minutes. So thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Best of luck on your bets today. And we will see you here in the hockey show in a few minutes. Debating between Royals and Boston for the DK promo. With money lines today, it's tough. I'm not on any money lines today. So I can't really give you any help with that one. I'm sorry. Good show. Thanks, Timothy. And we'll see you all on the hockey show in about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys.